Nicola Sturgeon has been attacked by George Galloway over Scotland's coronavirus vaccine rollout. Scotland's First Minister has faced pressure following claims the SNP government's coronavirus vaccine timetable has been delayed. Earlier this week, Nicola Sturgeon said more than 100,000 people have received their first dose of the Pfizer, BioNTech or Oxford, AstraZeneca jab. The First Minister added that she hopes Scotland will have access to at least 800,000 more vaccine doses by the end of January. Ms. Sturgeon said she is aiming for everyone over 50 and younger people with underlying health conditions in the devolved nation to receive their first dose by early May. However, the First Minister's rivals called her out on an apparent contradiction as the SNP's Health Secretary said Scotland's entire adult population would be vaccinated by spring. George Galloway, a former MP and critic of the SNP party, blasted Ms. Sturgeon for her absurd vaccine response. He called the situation in Scotland farcical as it continues to battle against the coronavirus. Taking to Twitter, Mr. Galloway wrote, "The situation is perfectly absurd. A British vaccine paid for with British money distributed by the British Army maladministered by a devolved administration siphoning resources to bring about the breakup of Britain. Farcical." On Tuesday, Prime Minister Boris Johnson also took a swipe at the SNP over the COVID-19 vaccine. He claimed there would not have been a single dose in Scotland if it were up to Ms. Sturgeon's party. Mr. Johnson is understood to have criticized the SNP during a virtual meeting of the 1922 Committee of Backbench Tory MPs. Reports claim that one MP who attended the virtual meeting said, "Essentially, the point the Prime Minister was making is that the UK is a major country, we've got sufficient clout to get the vaccines rolled out." He did actually mention that we were ahead of the rest of Europe. He said if it were up to the SNP, then there wouldn't have been a single vaccine delivered in Scotland. It was a UK effort, in other words, and needed the clout of a big government.